Guys, right off the bat, Cosmo, not happy with you. We're gonna get right into it.
Right.
Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. I have been a loyal
Too loyal.
slot player. I might not be the biggest gambler that you guys have, but it has been horrible. I used to have a casino host, and he was amazing.
Yeah.
He was amazing. My casino host prior, Kumal, I think was his name.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I couldn't even say his name. I'm sorry. He was amazing. If I would call him, if I would text him, hey, bro, hey, I need a room, blah, 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 he was there. The casino host that we got now has been horrible. Horrible.
You're not going to say his name.
I'm not going to say his name.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons, but it has been horrible. I mean, the Cosmo did not even, they gave us 2 rooms, are basic at the Cosmo.
I don't think we'd ever stayed at such a basic room there.
I don't think I've ever stayed at such a basic room at Cosmo. Mm-hmm. Never. Not even when I didn't even play as much.
Yeah.
I would still get a good room. I called him, I text him, and I text him. I could not get an answer from him. I had to call and book.
It was probably about 2 or 3 days, if I'm not mistaken. And his excuse is that he's always out of town.
Or that I'm on my way to the office. And guys, I don't want to make this kind of video, but I'm just really sad, really unhappy. They could not even pay for my lunch.
And I think that...
Or they couldn't even buy me a beer.
I think that Giovanni right now is probably barely kind of feeling this. I have felt like this about the Cosmo for a really long time. I think he kind of had a benefit of the doubt. But I think that after this last time that we went, I think he kind of is on board with how a lot of people feel and how I feel. I've tried to like it there. It's his favorite place to go.
And it's an amazing place.
And it is. It's
the
beautiful.
The location is awesome.
The location is beautiful. The people that do work there treat us well. We don't have any recording issues.
We don't have any recording issues.
Most definitely, having a host there recently has been a really bad experience. He doesn't get back to us. And, hosts are there for a reason.
That's one thing you should know, guys, is everyone is entitled to a host.
Right.
To my understanding now, everybody's entitled to a host. As soon as you sign up for a card, you could go to your casino. I forgot what the area is called, where they have the host, and you can ask to speak to one. And if I'm not mistaken, everybody is entitled to even a free lunch with a membership of a card.
Yeah.
So when you first get your card, and I always play with my card.
Yeah, Giovanni's very good about playing with his card. Very rarely he'll, miss that. I think I was one of those that wasn't. I've always been M Life. M Life had a lot of casinos, and so I always had my top tier there, and I feel like, I absolutely loved it. But since I've been with him, all we've done is Cosmo. And like I said, I'd never stayed at the Cosmo before.
So here's the story, is we were sitting down in Thanksgiving lunch with the family, and everybody wanted to go to WinStar. And I said, I don't want to go to WinStar. I had until November 30th to go from... 28th?
November 28th.
November 28th to go from whatever tier, gold to platinum. And I was, pretty short on my points. I think I needed like 30,000 more points.
To even keep the tier that you were on.
And then I could jump up to platinum. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to go. Let's find some flights and let's go to Vegas and let's try to go get platinum. So right then and there, I understand it was Thanksgiving Day, and I text my host and I said, hey, can I get some rooms? I wanted 2 rooms, which typically wouldn't have been an issue prior. They would have said, yeah, sure, come on down. So we bought expensive flights to go all the way to Vegas. Expensive flights. I'm talking about $3,000.
Yeah, they're about $1,800 a piece.
It was expensive.
It was expensive, but we were willing to go
to try to go do this.
To try and do this.
So we took a good amount of money to go and get this done. Guys, they didn't answer me, so he didn't answer, and we kind of needed an answer now, so I gave it a day. And so I just ended up calling to the Cosmo by myself and did a booking, and he's like, well, I can't do what your casino host can do, but you do have a free room, let me see. And they gave me my room, and then I was like, well, I want a companion room, and the guy was like, well, let me see what I can do. He was able to make it work, and I was able to get a companion room because it was for Oyuki's parents. Mm-hmm. So they could stay there since it was her birthday. And we were like, okay.
My mom's birthday.
I usually get VIP check-in, right? Mm-hmm. So we show up, I go through VIP check-in, and the guy's like, well, you're not on VIP check-in. And I was like, well, I usually am. So he called, and he's like, and he verified for me, which this is my casino host's job. This is his job, is to do that. Guys, this is the thing about having a casino host, is they're there to help you, of course, spend money, but enjoy it while you do it. Because we put a lot of money in. I mean, whatever's a lot of money to me, whatever's a lot of money to you, whatever's a lot of money to, this person, it's a lot of money. Whatever your budget is, it is. Because that's what your budget is. And you should be able to get comped for this stuff. And I didn't. We literally played 2 straight days. And I mean playing. Like a good 8 hours each day. We ate once the first day.
Once each day.
Yeah, like once each day, because we were playing so much. And the videos that you guys have been seeing, that is all we won. I don't want to talk about, it didn't pay, because I know it's still like a luck of the draw. But I will go back to this, that the Cosmo and the last 5 trips, I would say, has just not paid. Mm-mm. Not paid, like, at all. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think I've won 1 hand pay there. And it was the one where...
And you bet $250, and I think you won $2,500.
Yeah.
For a $250 bet, a 10-time win? Come on now.
Which is, I mean, I get it. You win some, you lose some. I know we're going to get a lot of that. But I just feel like playing, like we didn't get playing time. Every single time I go, I mean, you guys, what we and Giovanni do, we save up our own money. Sometimes it's either me saying, yeah, I don't play if I can't play. Giovanni always, he's always got, play money. And so
I hold my play money.
We play responsibly. But I think the last 2 times, when we were there before Japan, when we were there...
Twice before Japan.
Right.
We were there for an hour, and you guys saw me. We lost, like...
You won about...
$2,500. No, we lost,
I mean, you lost about $2,500.
$2,500 in less than an hour.
Yeah,
and playing about $25 a spin, $50 here and there, and $25. I mean, for $2,500, 1 hour. Come on. And
I didn't play those times for the same reason.
She just didn't have a feel.
I'm not superstitious, but I am. I don't like to say things out loud until I really feel like I'm okay with saying it. And I, of course, wasn't going to tell him, no, I'm not going to play here because I don't like it. I never win. That is why I don't like going to WinStar. I don't win when I go to WinStar. So
where do you win?
I am starting to not like the Cosmo because of that. And so I had already had this feeling.
You're past not liking it. You don't like it.
But this time around...
You don't like it. Just say it. It's okay.
I was just mad. I was mad because
does not like it. And for good reason. And I was the one, still giving it a chance. to be like, no, they'll be good this time.
Like the times where when I had M Life and I had a host, my host was up my behind saying, hey, here's tickets. Hey, here's this. It wasn't emails because, you get those constant emails. My host was sitting there. I didn't have to ask him for anything. He would literally say, hey, I have 2 tickets for you. Hey, I can get you more if you need more. Hey, we have this. Hey, if you want to eat it wherever you want, let me know. I'll make you reservations. Like, that was used to that type of host. And for the past, few times, even your host before, I don't know that he was constantly calling you to tell you, hey, I have this, I have that. Like, I definitely feel like the Cosmos slacked on that end because I have something to compare it to.
Definitely.
And so, what happens? I'm not going to lie. Windstar is up his butt all the time.
Windstar calls me once a week.
Yeah, they're like, hey, come on.
We got a room. Caesars calls me at least once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. And he's like, hey, Yoani, I got some rooms for you. Give me a call. I got you.
But
I got $350 free play when Cosmo only gave me $175 of free play. Now, guys, to compare some numbers, and I'm going to go ahead and say this. So I was watching my play because I really wanted to get platinum, at the Cosmo. Like I said, we took a good amount of money to play. Guys, Cosmo kicked my butt for for $17,000. For $17,000, that's what they kicked our butt on. That's what we were negative at the Cosmo. And so we go check out. And I was like, I text my host and I was like, hey, can you take care of my room charges? And we had gone to the buffet. The buffet was $400. We had 2 charges. One charge is for $80. What was the other charge?
For $88.
$88 and a $40.
And a $40.
Because it was the room charges for the beers that I grabbed there at the room. I text him, never got a reply. Text him, never got a reply. And I called him and he's like, hey, I'm on my way to the office. I'm going to take a look at the charges and see what I could do. Never heard from him. I text him and I told him, hey, man, I'm really disappointed with the way the Cosmo's doing because after losing $17,000, they could not pay for my lunch and a few beers that I had. They gave me 2 mediocre rooms, which is not even at the Chelsea Tower on the Boulevard. They gave us on the Chelsea Tower, which on the Boulevard is where, the real nice room is.
Where we usually stay. And they just, I'm moving casinos. I was not the influence of this, guys, because I did not say anything to him until casinos. Literally this last time.
So if you're a casino host, the Wynn, Encore, I'd love to check that site out. Resorts World, I'm Cosmo. Even if you are changing to MGM, I'm very sad. I'm very sad, and you guys have lost a loyal client. Might not be a high roller, but to me, it was a high roller to me. Pretty sad.
Yeah. And my dad himself
said it.
He said it. He lost $24,000.
He lost $24,000.
So between us, it's almost $40K. You would have expected
not even
better
lunch
outcome.
Not even lunch. That's what I'm mad about. They could not pay for our lunch.
Yeah.
A $400 buffet lunch that we had, they could not pay for that with what we spent. Couldn't get booked, couldn't get it to go, get our room to get booked. I had to do it myself.
It's just disappointing.
It really is.
Because the losing, you lose. But you usually have the perks.
For. Yeah.
The perks they make it worth it. They make you go, oh, well, at least we got this.
At least we got dinner.
Yeah.
Shit, we didn't even get lunch. Did you think about it that way?
And it was buffet.
Like buffet. Hey, we had crab legs. Don't get me wrong.
$80 buffet.
We had crab legs and
my mom loved it. It was her birthday, so.
And I'm not complaining about the $400. That's not what I'm complaining about.
No, we paid it.
Yeah, I'm not complaining about it. What I'm complaining is the customer service at the Cosmo was just not there. And it has not been there.
The hosting service.
The customer service, I mean, yeah, the host.
Well, I mean, and even, yeah, I guess we did have some bad experiences. We asked for a beer one of the times, and she was like, "Can you wait? I'm gonna go drop these off first." And I was like,
"Yeah,
okay." I mean, you could say, "I'll be right back," or just be a little nicer. I'm all about customer service, and I just feel like there was a lot of stuff that I was just like, check it off.
Check it off the list. Cosmo, I mean, I'm sorry to say, but we're breaking up. We're breaking up. I'd definitely love to explore new places, new casinos.
And I think that's one of the biggest and like best things about what we want to do, and that's find a reason to, visit new places and show you guys these new places and what they have to offer. And, we casino life, we tried to get away from you, but...
You guys bring us right back. You guys bring us right back. I mean, and it might not, and I think it's more than me, because the other slot channels that I see, a lot of people are not playing at the Cosmo like they used to. They used to be, really big on the slot players and be okay with this recording, which I love. That's why I loved it. But I see a lot of other places opening up to slot players, to YouTubers, because they're jumping on the train.
Yeah.
And the Cosmopolitan, I'm really sad. So that was my little rant about the Cosmo.
I had to let him find out on his own. I could not influence his decision. I couldn't. Yeah. When he said it, I was like, oh my God, me too. I hate this place.
You were just dying to say it?
I was dying to say it, but I didn't. Guys, if you don't know, you don't already see, I am a very supportive person, okay? As a whole. And so when Giovanni plays, like, I am not stuck at his hip going, stop. Cash out. Get that out. No, don't play that much. Oh, really? I'm not a grain of salt. And when I feel like I am, ask him. Like, I will walk away.
She'll go and be like, I'm going to go take a nap.
And then, like, in 5 minutes, he's like, oh, I hit. And I'm like, oh, I knew I was being like, there's this thing about me that I just know. And I never like to tell him stuff like that. Anything negative, I just feel like it affects everything, and I just don't. And so that was one of the biggest reasons why I never told you. Why I never said.
She didn't want to be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, because I didn't want it to be like, well, that's why I'm losing, because this place sucks. Or and I just kind of wanted him to find out on his own. And I feel like he definitely felt that this last time.
I really felt it. My heart was broken.
Yeah.
I called the Cosmo my house in Las Vegas because they treated me. I felt like I was at home all the time. And it was okay for them to take my money because I felt good there.
And it was fun. I mean, who doesn't like to be in Vegas?
It was fun, and I just love it there. It's so central. It is so close to everything. A lot of restaurants. You got Bellagio, Caesars, Paris across the street. It was so good. But I'm ready to move down the strip somewhere. Who's taking me?
We had so much fun playing at the Cortez.
Man, Cortez.
The Cortez, man.
I will be back.
We played.
We will be back.
We were just having fun, what we usually do. What we do in Sunland.
And there was more people at the Cortez.
We will lose, and it's fine. But, keep us playing.
And you know what's sad, though?
Or we stayed playing.
We didn't even get a card at Cortez. Because I did not even expect to be there that long. Like, we were like, let's just go play a little bit. I heard that they had the coins. and I wanted to go play,
And
with
we
the
played
coins.
a lot at, what was it, Binion's?
Binion's has always been one of my favorites. I love Binion's, even though it smells like smoke and
I
stuff.
don't think I'd ever played there.
It was cool.
I mean, we did go do that wedding. We took their pictures inside of there.
Yeah, they were cool about that.
Yeah, they were cool about that. But I had never really played there. But I'm pretty old school. I love the old school slots. I don't know why at the Cosmo they just. I look at them and I'm like, you're not taking my money today. I'm gonna go somewhere else. And we played that one there. That was fun. The
Which one?
Nudger.
Which one?
The one the fuck.
Which one?
Freak. Which one is it?
Where you got
The
all
one my
roosters?
brother got. No.
Prosperity.
Was it Prosperity?
That's the one you liked.
No. The old school reel?
Oh, which one?
The one my brother kept bumping. It was an old
Oh, the
school
2-time, 3-time respin.
Yeah, I love
okay,
2 times,
okay.
3 times. The 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5 times was
Yeah.
my first jackpot at the Venetian.
That's actually 2-time, 3-time, 4-time, 5-time, or 3, 4, 5-time. It's actually my first biggest jackpot I have ever gotten.
Really?
Yeah, and I got it. If
How
I'm
come I
not
didn't know that?
mistaken, I got it at 75 cents. So it was 25 cents 3 times, and I hit $10,000.
I think that's, but
At
I was
Zia
playing
Park.
25 cents too.
You know, Zia Park. You know what? That goes on to the next video. We're gonna go talk about what our favorite slots are. Cosmo, I'm sorry, we're breaking up. If you are a casino host, reach me at my email. It's down at the bottom. You want me to go play at your place? Hit me up. I can send you my stuff for my playing because I want to experience new places because I want to show you guys the new places. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff.
And follow him at both of his channels. He's amazing.